Yeah. Well, first, I just want to, send out thoughts and prayers to Dawood Davis. Obviously, not anything you want to see, and just would appreciate that from everybody else too. Obviously, tough scene, game we all love and play, and see a guy go down like that. I know we're all thinking about him. So just wanted to say that before we start. But yeah, it was. What was your question again? I'm sorry.
Just about the finding a rhythm so quickly tonight.
Yeah.
Are there anything you can put your finger on as to why you guys were able to get 12 first downs on the first two drives?
Yeah.
You guys almost didn't even face a third down.
Yeah, I think, it's a combination of a lot of things. That we did a lot. We changed it up, showed a lot of different looks. I think we had a good plan going in. We had a good scheme this week and took advantage of some stuff that they were giving us. And the guys on the outside did a great job. We ran. I mean, really where it starts is running the ball. We ran the ball great. I don't think in those first two drives we had any runs really less than 3 yards. I mean, I'd have to look that up, but I mean, we ran the ball great, and when you can do that and you can get them on their heels and you can run the ball, it really opens everything else up. The movement passes, the drop back, all of that. And when they're thinking about the run and stopping the run, that opens everything else up, and that helped us a lot. And then our guys on the outside made plays. That catch that Calvin made, Isaiah had a couple nice plays. Christian had a big play on fourth down. Like I said, the running backs did a great job. It was really a complete day for the offense, and even beyond those first two drives, the other guys that played great. We hit a couple shots. I thought CJ and Nate played really well. The receivers made some big plays. Still ran the ball well down the stretch throughout the rest of the game. So it was really good to see.
Trevor, could you talk a little bit about the balance on those first two drives? You used every single one of your weapons, 24 plays, 164 yards. Could you just talk a little? Is that pretty much how you want it to look, where everybody gets involved? It's not just relying on one or two guys.
Yeah, I mean, that's ideal, obviously. I mean, when you game plan and you go into a game, obviously there's certain matchups you might want to take advantage of. But ideally, you kind of spread the wealth. You get everybody involved. You use all the guys that we have because we have so many playmakers. And it doesn't always go that way, as we know in the season. Things can turn out differently in games. You just do whatever you can to win. But today, it worked that way, and that's always good when it does. It's good to get everybody involved, and I think the guys played great.
Trevor, you talked a lot over the last several months about building that relationship with Calvin and starting to get more comfortable with him. And then you go and the blitz is coming and you find him. Just through camp, through all of the time that you've had to spend with him, just how confident are you in that relationship as you guys enter week one in a few weeks?
Really, really comfortable, confident. It's, me and Zay were talking on the sideline. It's just about, we're in a really good spot. I think we really attacked training camp. We got better on both sides of the ball, special teams, really you name it, every position. But as we all know, it's a long season, and we got to keep getting better, and we got to keep, staying hungry and just keep making the improvements that we've made up until this point. But I love where we're at. I love the relationship me and Calvin have. I think that chemistry is becoming really strong, and he's doing a great job. He's worked super hard. Those of you guys that have watched practice, I mean, the guy works really, really hard, and he deserves it. So I'm happy for him. I'm happy that things are going well, and I'm just excited to have him out there, excited to have Zay, Christian, Evan, Trav, I mean, you could just go on and on and on, but he's doing a great job.
Can you talk about Luke Farrell? You got him involved early tonight, had a
Yeah.
couple of receptions. He's more known for pass blocking and protection, but you got him involved in the receiving game tonight.
Yeah, Luke's a great player. We came in together. He's just really versatile. He can do a lot of different things. He's a great blocker, run, pass game, you name it, whichever one. And then in the passing game, he's really smart. I think he's really smart in knowing coverages, in zone coverage, knowing where to sit, where to post up. I mean, he just does a great job, and you saw some of that tonight. And did a nice job after the catch, too. Was able to get vertical and get some extra yards. And that's such a huge part of this game is yards after catch. If you can get the ball in space to your guys quick and let them make plays, that helps us a lot, and our guys did a great job of that.
Not that you're not confident, Trevor, but was it important to have a couple of good drives early with the emphasis on starting fast this year?
Definitely. I mean, that was, you look back at our season last year, that was definitely a weaker spot for us, is starting games slow and having to play lights out in the second half because we started slow and put our defense in a bind. So that's a big improvement. Obviously, we got to carry that over in 2 weeks when we play. But yeah, that was awesome to see. And then even in Dallas, the first game, again, had the turnover and started slow there. So to be able to make those improvements and just stay on schedule. I mean, it was like every play we were able to keep it, 2nd and 5, 2nd and 2, whatever it was. We never behind the chains really, and that was huge.
Kind of following up on that, can you put your finger on why you guys have been able to start faster, or why tonight and then just throughout the training camp and everything, you guys were able to start faster? I know you guys got to still play in the regular season, but it seems like that's not only a point of emphasis, but actually being executed.
I think there's a lot of different factors. Some stuff obviously last year happens where we just don't execute. Maybe I miss a throw, miss a block, whatever it is. Different things happen on different drives that can stall you, or a penalty or whatever. And, tonight we just played cleaner. We didn't have many penalties, especially in those first 2 drives. I thought the guys were really locked in, and it's all about attacking from that first snap and really setting the tone. I think that's the mindset that we've been trying to instill since OTAs, and it's obviously working, and we just got to keep pressing that emphasis.
Does that sort of speak to the maturity of the offense? I mean, you guys are all now, year 3 for you, year 7 for other players. Just does it speak to how mature you guys are within this offense?
Yeah, I think it shows just, how well we work together, and also that we're willing to, work on the things that we might not have been great at last year. I think that says a lot about a unit, and I've seen that on both sides of the ball. Just us knowing kind of what we didn't do great last year and putting such an emphasis on it in this offseason, and it's paying off. And, you got to give credit to Coach Peterson and Press and Mike and all the offensive coaches that have helped, push that along, and we've done a great job.
You like the way a young guy like Tank bounced back after the fumble, the mistake there?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, great for him to learn from that now, when the games don't count. And that's what I told him. Like, we've all been there. We've all done that. And, he gets in that situation in the regular season, gets down there close to the goal line. He's going to think about that, and he's going to keep the ball tight. And, it's all a learning experience. And the young player is a great player, and he's going to help us a lot. And, things like that, just guys learn from, and he will. He's that type of guy. And I told him, I was like, I've been there before, but all of mine unfortunately counted in the regular season. So, but no, he's going to learn from it. And yeah, it's great to see him bounce back. I mean, that guy runs really hard, and it's cool to watch him.
All right, thanks, Trevor.
Thanks, guys. Thank y'all.